Alright, yeah, so this is Assault. This is the first level of the last 6, and this is where the game really becomes difficult. This is where we'll see rocket launcher guys, like him. So you just want to make sure you're always out of their range, of course. And also you always want to attempt, but don't be too cheeky with it, to use their rockets to your benefit. So here you just want to come up along the left side, kill these guys. Just make sure you stay up a bit, because otherwise you can die. You don't have to kill these guys, they'll come after you in a bit. Just come through here, let those destroy those. Come up, kill this guy, grab a stick, kill the rocket launcher guy first. Take out these dudes. And then yeah. You don't need to kill every single person. Like 1 or 2 guys are fine to be left alone, like that dude. Here it's good to always take out the rocket launcher dude first, and then just pick up stick, and just take out these guys. Relatively simple. Here you need to come out here for this to aggravate. Kill this rocket launcher dude. And then yeah, just take out these guys. It's relatively easy. You have to teleport here, come back over here, destroy this dude, bait some rockets, and then you're good. It's really it's very difficult on this side, honestly. Like this first setup, this first screen, like this first section is really easy. This next part can be really difficult if you don't really know how to get rid of these guys, but if you just keep like staying behind pillars slightly and then just methodically like triggering your slow-mo, you should be fine. And up here you just come over here, make sure you kill these guys, and then just be really careful with these 3 because rocket launchers of course have, you know, explosions, so it's really easy for a blast radius to just destroy you. And yeah. Now this screen, you will not be able to do the screen unless you just practice the living shit out of it. It's really hard. Like I'm not even sugarcoating it. I'm not exaggerating either. It's really easy to die. The only way you're really going to be able to do this is by using this rocket launcher dude to your advantage and just having him kill everyone. So you got to get in Danger's way and just let him kill these groups. After a little while, you'll see that this guy will come out. Then you can kill one of them. Just let... It's really hard to like explain, but you just gotta try and group all these dudes together, stand behind them for a little bit, wait, make sure you're not about to get punched by them, and have his cursor line up on you, and then have it shoot at him. And then it's kind of a feeling you'll know when the second guy is about to come. When that happens, you can come up and just kill him, and then there should be a lot less guys. And then just methodically come out. Just be really careful in that room. It's so easy to die if you're just being reckless. Now here we're just gonna come ignore all these dudes. Otherwise you're just going to die. And then we're good. Really simple. Here we're just gonna come up here, let him destroy that wall. Just wait for him, and then there we go. Now you just want to make sure you kill these guys really quickly, because you want to have shift blocker, because you're gonna get shot at and you're most likely gonna have that go off, otherwise you'll die. So just try and kill the first few dudes really efficiently so you build up that shift. Simple, but kill those guys first. And then, as you notice, the guys will be on fire sometimes, and just make sure you don't have anyone shoot at the barrels. Wait for that guy. Let those guys shoot at the wall. Feel free to use your slow-mo to your advantage. And yeah, just be really careful on this screen. There's really nothing more to it. And you can use the barrels to your advantage, but you got to be really careful, of course, because it's real easy to die explosions, of course. These last 6 levels, you really just gotta practice the living crap out of them, otherwise you're just not gonna get good at them. They're really difficult. But as long as you like just follow the general like guidelines, you'll be pretty good. Alright, yeah, so now on Detour, you just want to kind of go along this side, like either go from left to right or right to left and just take them out, and then bring their weapons to the next floor. And then just do the same thing, pick a side, and then just go around, either clockwise or counterclockwise. It's identical, and then just gotta make sure you know where these guys are gonna be, and then you will be good. Now on this screen, what we want to do is, alright, whatever, screw you guys. You want to get rid of these guys without, you want to try and not break any glass. Of course, it's like basically impossible, but you just want to try and punch them towards the center, and also try to kill them before they shoot, because otherwise the glass will break and it'll make it much harder on the way back. Like that. He shoots at the wall, he shoots at the glass. Yeah, and even when you're going through here, if they shoot at the glass, you can die. So you just gotta be really careful. The more glass you break, the harder it's gonna be on the way back. It's really just that, just trying as best as possible to break as little glass as possible. But you can't spend all your time in there. Now here you just want to come over here for this to start up, pick up a grenade, or mine, you can use those, and then just let them like destroy each other. And focus down guys with like any gun. You can ignore all the grenade launcher dudes. Not grenade. The grenade launcher and also the meaty dudes. This is another like really difficult screen, so you just simply won't be able to do this if you don't practice it. And then also just make sure that you keep an eye on the grenades, because he'll just keep throwing them at you. And they can be pretty hard to notice if you're not paying attention. Be really careful with these guys, because they'll, of course, try to like dash at you. It's really good to like have a to know which AR are coming next in this in these kind of patterns. And in here, you want to make sure you get rid of rocket launchers first. They're they're top priority no matter what. So yeah, if you ever see rocket launcher guys, you want to focus them down, because they're easily going to be the most dangerous. Just try and use weapons to your advantage. And just be careful with this flamethrower dude. Now here, you just want to attempt to not set off any of those mines, but that's going to be really difficult to do. But just try your best to make sure that you set off as little as possible, if not none at all. Because then, once these guys come at you, you can use these mines to destroy them. And yeah, it just makes it a lot easier. So if you can, try and use as little mines as possible, and then just use them to throw at the guys, and you can take them out quite easily. Now here, we just want to focus down the guys who we know are going to be coming, I like to stay up a little bit just so that you can stay on top of them if you want, but you can also use that to like bait their. Great. Yeah, so like if you want, you can just you just gotta teleport over. Then that was bad. Like just teleport over, wait for them, and just punch the yellow dudes because they have guns and you want to get rid of them first, of course. And then just focus down rocket launchers. Just be really careful and always have an eye of where their red line is. Alright, so now when we're coming back through, this is much easier than the first way. Again, just focus down yellow guys and then the purples. And then, yeah, much easier on the second way. Now here, just always gotta have an eye of where the glass is broken. It's kind of difficult to, yeah. I can't really explain how to do it, but you just gotta like get a feel for knowing where everything is. And it makes it easier if you've broken less glass, of course. So that's why I was really methodical earlier. And on the way back, this is like really easy. Just gotta kill a couple of the ninjas. Nothing real special, just trying to optimize killing them. Just be really careful because their charges will kill you. Even if you think you're out of the way, sometimes they'll just go right into you. And yeah, that's about it for that screen. That level, it's, again, all of these last 6 levels are just ridiculously difficult, and you're going to most likely die quite often. But you just gotta practice it, so yeah. And just trying to be more methodical, don't be too cocky. Now, profit loss, this is probably one of the most difficult levels. And all these are pretty difficult, but we introduced these shotgun girls. They have like AA-12s, so they shoot multiple shotgun blasts in like bursts of like 3, I think it is. So they're like really easy to destroy you. Gotta be really careful. And yeah, just it's all about knowing where AI are in a room, so that when you think you're done, just so that you know where you might have missed. Now this next screen is really difficult. You're going to need to practice this screen more than almost any other screen in the entire game, honestly. There's mines being spawned in everywhere, new guys being spawned in, rocket launchers, grenades, barrels, flamethrower guys. But having a general idea of when people come in is going to help you immensely. And also feel free to strategically set off mines. It's really almost impossible to explain the screen rather than just you playing it a lot so that you understand it. And just make sure you're listening for the beeps, all the mines that are going. They're going to be the thing that kills you the most. It's just a lone mine. Now here, you just want to take out one of them. Get out of the way when you're going across the side. So like, take out one side, and then when you're teleporting across, kill one, and then just teleport down, just so you avoid the shotgun blast. And that screen is relatively easy. I like to come over to the side on the screen and take out these guys first. And then once you're done with that, just take out the guys on the left side. And then I also, of course, like to take out these guys because they take multiple hits. Jesus. Oh, god damn it. Oops. Yeah. This is definitely one of the most difficult levels in the game. as all these levels really are. So you just really gotta practice it. There's no way around it, honestly. And you'll learn which is best for you. They come in different ways, so like you can figure out which you feel is the best. Like however you're able to beat it most efficiently. That's all that really matters. But I like to do it this way. Just because like then I'm just left. So I go for like killing the more difficult AI first. As you notice, like I went here to kill the yellows. Because those guys will screw you up once you just let them roam around. Then after a little while you'll notice there's no more guys. Just come up here. Be really careful because that guy, there's rocket launcher guys that you've noticed like to commit suicide. So just have to be careful. Now on this screen, just completely ignore every enemy. You don't have to face any enemy in this screen. We can just go straight to the end. Just be really methodical and make sure you don't run out of teleports. Now here, I prefer throwing a mine and then just getting out of the way. This is just another one of those screens where there's just a ton of dudes coming at you. You just gotta be really observant of who's near you and focus down the right AI. You can usually, generally the pistol dudes you can just ignore. And then the top priorities are the auto shotties, the guys who take 2 bullets to kill, and rocket launchers. You'll figure out like soon, like relatively easily, which you need to kill first, and then it just becomes like a matter of knowing who to kill and then like where they're coming from, and starting to learn patterns, like the wave patterns, and how to like manipulate the AI's like movement. So like if you get them all to aggro into one area and then just come in with one weapon, you'll be able to kill them much more efficiently. So it's really just like a matter of playing it a lot to start understanding how they react to each other and to you, and using that to your advantage. Now on this screen, we just want to get rid of these guys as soon as possible, and then you want to do it before that guy gets out. Get rid of these guys, no big deal. And don't forget to kill everyone on this screen, on this side, before you get over here. Then you can just focus down these guys that come like that, in the little bottom, then middle, then right, then top. You can just punch these guys to death. You can use the door. You can use that to aggro, and you're done. And that's the end of that insanely difficult level. Yeah. Profit loss is insanely difficult, and it'll take you a long time. Oh, wow. Best deaths. Nice. These last 6 levels, it's really just kind of understanding the general routes, and then just practicing those general routes. And there's really nothing more you can do. It's just you gotta practice the living shit out of them, because these are all difficult. So here, you want to try and kill the guys as they come in, and again, focus down yellow dudes. You can ignore these grenade guys, it doesn't really matter. And don't worry if your slow-mo's still going off, because there's still guys over here, so. And then, most likely, you'll have to wait a little bit. And just be really patient here, because they really like to just aggro at you randomly. And just pick up the broom. And then just make your way back. In this screen, you just want to come down, kill these guys, get down here, focus the purples, make your way over, and then use these doors to kill the flamethrower dudes as fast as possible, and then you'll be done. If you try and go about this like in the normal way, it's much more difficult, so I really suggest this going all the way down, like going down, around, back through, and up. And you have relatively easy time doing it. But just be careful with the grenades and also the flamethrower guys. It's no big deal if you have that go off early. It's preferred if you keep your slow-mo for later, but it's not that big a deal. Yeah, minor thing, you can pick up a metal weapon right here. And just focus down, everyone. Oh, Jesus, he was invincible. I really hope they fix that too. Yeah. That screen's not too difficult once you get the hang of it, but you really need to just play through that and figure out your best way of going through it. And you should be good. Now here, you just gotta just double teleport as we've done before. And be careful because the rockets can start to follow you. So you just gotta make sure you go through there like weaving in and out if you break it really close to where the rocket spawns. Now in here we just want to do the methodical punch shift through the center, then just teleport away. Do double teleports once it start crawling at you. Same thing up here. Oh Jesus, that last one usually doesn't come. But yeah. This really isn't that difficult once you get the hang of it, but you just gotta really be methodical with it. Oh, I'm so bad. Oops. Use the grenades to your advantage. That's how you're gonna get through this. I really wish you can just punch it. You know, that'd be cool, but... Also, yeah, these guys are stupid. They'll just run right into the laser, so feel free to use that to your advantage. And just try it and get that guy out first, because then otherwise you have to go all the way back like that. This next screen is also insanely difficult, because there are just so many dudes. Focus down the red shirts, then just methodically take out these dudes so that you keep up your slow-mo, because you need to have your slow-mo ready at the hand at like all times in the screen. And yeah, as you can see, you can try and slightly like use them to your advantage. At all points, you just want to try and use AI killing each other as much as possible to your advantage, but you got to be really careful with that, because of course that's fucking stupid, dude. I had fucking slow-mo but didn't go off, whatever. But yeah, you just want to use your environment, all the weapons, everything to your advantage as much as possible. It seems like an obvious thing, but like you'll easily forget about it if you don't like make an active effort to do it. And you'll have a really difficult time if you don't focus it down. Okay, again, the slow-mo should have gone off. Hopefully by the time you're watching this, they've patched that, but you know. Again, focus on rocket launchers and red gas first. Where's the last dude at? There he is. Jesus Christ. Okay. Now we're done with that. Now this next screen, we want to use the door to our advantage, so just punch through, teleport up, teleport down. And just make sure you have max teleports, because otherwise it's really easy to die. And if your shift goes off, focus down gun guys, of course, again. Always focus down the gun dudes. And again, since these are rocket launcher guys, focus them down and then focus down gun guys. That's a really, really insanely difficult screen. Like, it really is. You don't think it is, but you'll notice once you start to do it more and more. Yeah. But yeah, so again, just really just punch the doors to kill like one guy and then just teleport up. With the rocket launcher guys, I actually don't suggest punching the door through. Just go, focus down one of the rockets, try and kill him, and if you see the rocket coming, just teleport out of the way. But yeah, it's really just a matter of just practicing the crap out of the screen. It's really hard to do. But if you just keep the whole, like, go from top to bottom or bottom to top, like, method, you'll not have that much of an issue. Okay, over here, you just want to start up the spawning in of those guys, and then just come over here and kill these dudes. Another example of where you don't want to just break open the walls. It happens though. And yeah, that's really about it. It's just, it's really far easier if you come over here to start up their spawning process and then just get rid of the red shirts and then just everyone else. And also make note that there is a rocket launcher guy up here, so just gotta be careful. It's depressing that 3 is my current best deaths. Whatever. Alright, the machine is another insanely difficult level. Now here, so you just need to, of course, at the beginning, just skip through this. And basically, we're just going to go around this entire thing, turning off all these. It used to be that you could actually soft lock if you teleported in too early, but they fixed that, luckily. But yeah, so in this next screen, we're gonna completely skip it. So as I said earlier, in I think in the first first video, if you just do one teleport, you don't go as far. But if you do a shift teleport, a shift punch, then you go a little bit further. So like, if I'm standing right here, I can just go to like about 1.5 down. But if I do a shift punch, I go 2.5 down. So now, if I just try and teleport once, I'm dead. But now if we do the same thing, oh, that's a little bit bad. Just, yikes. You just gotta make sure you're going completely horizontal and then just try and do it like the last second, like right there. That takes a lot of practice, and clearly I haven't practiced that enough. But yeah, so it's really just a matter, you have to be going completely horizontal and then just make sure you do it at the right timing. And make sure you do, because if you do it like this, that's not going to do anything. So you gotta make sure you do it like if you do it like this, like, it doesn't do anything, but you gotta do it like at the same time-ish. And you'll know when you get it down. Just keep practicing that. And then even once you go through it, like if you like successfully do it once, just go back into laser and just keep practicing it down, because it saves quite a bit of time to just skip that entire screen. Now this one we're just gonna come up, wait for these guys to walk by, then just punch across, turn this on, let them all die, punch through. And then we just want to get our way to the end of the screen, because the door's already open. Just ignore everyone. And just try to keep your shifts as much as possible there. That's really nothing special. Now on this screen, again, we can just completely ignore everything. So just kind of follow this general path and just try and not get caught up by any of the rockets. It's not too difficult, but you might need a little bit of practice. And on this screen again, same thing, but the only thing is that this has like a whole, like, every few like seconds it's gonna turn on and off the shift blocker. And yeah, don't die. That was just really bad. But yeah, you just want to try and make sure you get through here as efficiently as possible, and don't have that happen. And don't be afraid to just like wait a little bit. Getting caught on guys is the biggest issue, as you've noticed both these times. That's why I died. Yeah, that's how we're supposed to do it, and then just wait for this next little bit, and then just punch all the way through, and you're good. And the same thing for this screen. We don't have to kill everyone. We just gotta get to the end. Yeah, sometimes you can't even teleport through, just because I had a bad angle. Just be really careful with these guys, of course. If you... I mean, you should probably already know, be careful with rocket launcher guys, and just... Now we sort of... There's really nothing left in our way, just gotta... go through. Just be careful right here, because... That one will... That enemy will, like, always try and just target you down, like, really fast, so... Yeah. Now, unlike basically every other screen in this entire level, this one we have to kill every AI. The issue is that this is also the most difficult screen, and it forces you to kill everyone. Yeah, I probably should not have just waited there. I was just being a little cheeky. But now here you want to open the door and just start beating these guys up. That usually doesn't happen. That's interesting. But and that's the reason we want to do that, just because we can have him throw one grenade in, and then come up here, take that grenade, throw it back, and that gets rid of these guys really efficiently. Now here, it's going to have all the guys spawn in with the rocket launchers. You want to try and stay in the middle as long as possible, and then just... There we go. And if you're lucky, then it also kills these guys over here. Pick up one of these weapons, and then just... We're done. Again, like, we do skip, like, basically the entire level, but it's actually really difficult. Because it's so easy to die on all these screens, as you've seen. And just, of course, break this, and then just make it to the end. And try not to run out of shifts, because you want to have at least the last shift go into a teleport, into the elevator. Because otherwise you're just going to be waiting a little bit too long. Because you gotta wait for the doors to open. Minor things, but it's really important to keep in mind. And yeah, that's Machine. And now on to the last level. Which has like the least amount of screens in the entire game, I think. But one auto-scroller and one screen that just goes on forever. Yeah. This level is, again, insanely difficult. It's very rare to not die here. I've found a couple no deaths, but here I'm gonna try and go for it, but if you do it perfectly, you can like, so as you saw, there was two red guys right here. If you do the teleports perfectly, you can start punching and kill them, which would keep you up here, so that once that dialogue starts, you can just teleport over here. But yeah, you just want to try and go as far as possible, just so that you can get out of that room as soon as possible. Yeah, that screen, it's really nothing too spectacular. You just go through it, and then just go around in like clockwise motions and staying behind cover just to not die. It's nothing too intense. This level you just want to kind of stay right here. That's interesting. Probably because I waited too long. And just punch the dudes. And as you see, they start killing each other by accident, by crossfire. They got caught up in the crossfire. Just let these mines go off, kill everyone. Okay then. Yeah, just come up here, stay in the top left. It's always good to try and go to like behind like an enemy. Makes it a lot easier. Feel free to use the mine to your advantage, but just be careful. Now on this screen, you wanna, yeah, you just ignore these people, grab a weapon, set this off, kill the rocket launcher guy first, and then take care of those other guys. Then I like to just come through here, take out one section, either the top or the bottom, and go up, take them out. Come back, take out these guys, pick up the stick, and then you don't need to kill every single one, it's like one less than that, or two less than that. But yeah, then you just come up here. Those screens are very straightforward. This is where the level becomes very difficult. This is the auto-scroller, and this path I take is the best one I've kind of found, but you might just need to practice the living crap out of this level, because this screen right here, because it's stupidly easy to die, and this is really commonplace to lose a lot of time. So I like to just come into this little area, wait, then wait a little bit more. Alright, that was really bad. So yeah, just come up to the top left corner, teleport up. And as you can see, that piece of shit's just doing his thing. Auto scrollers are fun, aren't they? And I like to just get out of that there like that. Just come back over here, wait a little bit, just so that I know that the vertical laser is on my way. I'm just gonna wait a tad bit longer. Then when the laser's on the way back, we're just gonna do this. Get underneath it. Try not to do what I just did and like teleport right into it like an idiot, but get into the center area, this center building right here. Once you're here, you're pretty much already done with the level. You usually die before this. But don't get too cocky. Just be really careful, because the last few guys can kill you. And then, yeah, you're good. And that's the end of that terrible freaking screen. Now here, you just need to kill these 6 guys as fast as possible, of course. And you don't need any weapon to really kill them, because they're just the pistol dudes, they're really easy to get rid of. And then preferably, if you have a weapon with you, then you can get rid of these yellow dudes quick. I like to wait here for this dude, then... Yikes, that was bad. Okay, so, if you don't already know, this is... If you die here at any part, then you have to restart the entire section. Like this entire screen, because it just keeps changing around you. But yeah, I like to kill this guy, then teleport over here and just get rid of them all. It can be difficult, but this is what I found to be best for me. You can try it out yourself, experiment a bit. It's always good to do that. Then I like to wait right there to use the door to kill that grenade guy. Now here, it's always nice to just move stuff a little bit out of the way, so that when you pick up the broom, it'll be easy. And just make sure that you always know where a completely perfect broom is, so that the next part, because you want to bring it to the last section of this. So what we want to do here is throw this up there, punch this out, grab this, and then just come to the top left corner. We're going to kill this dude, kill that dude, And then we want to use this broom to get rid of these flamethrower dudes as fast as possible. That's the way I found that makes it the easiest. And then use your weapons to your advantage. Come back over here before these guys spawn, so you can take out this dude who's gonna spawn. You really don't want to die here, so just be fucking careful. And then, yeah, that's fucking the end of the game. I like to just, again, this game is really just about movement, optimizing your combat, and just not being too cocky. And now we just come all the way up. And always feel free to look ahead. And now here, this is a minor thing, I know it is, but like, then just trying to go up or around, because otherwise you can die easily. And right once you land the last punch on him, that's the end of the game. And you split. And yeah, that's the last 6 levels and the end of the game. It's very difficult, yeah, I know, but it's really fun. Currently, it's like I have world record at like 1:26 minutes 53 seconds. Right now, I mean, I think a sub 1:15 is like a really good time. That can change, but there's not too many glitches yet or any major sequence breaks. So right now it's really just about, it's kind of like Hotline Miami, where it's like all about just being really good at the game, which I kind of really like. Just gotta focus on your movement, combat, and then just don't be too cocky. Just always err on the side of caution a little bit. Not to the point where you're just like waiting around all the time, but like if you can use cover and like still get the job done, do it. And always just keep an eye on the red lasers, and then also where the red shirts and any gun guys are. And then you shouldn't have too bad of a time. And other than that, like, the only other advice is just fucking practice. Just practice one level over and over, back to back. And it'll make it so much easier on you. And yeah, I mean, there's really nothing else to it. You just gotta practice each level a lot. Otherwise, you're just gonna have a really hard time. These last 6 levels, as you can tell by the amount of golds I have, are insanely easy to die on. And you'll have an issue with. So, again, just practice each level over and over and over. And besides that, that's really it. And if you look at the description of the video, there will be resources, links to speedrun.com, and other things related to the speedrun. Other than that, thanks for watching.